Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. The Knicks able to win the opening tip, and we're underway here at Madison Square Garden. Jordan to Dennis Smith Jr. Going to launch beyond the arc. That no good, off the mark. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Beverly to Miles Bridges.
So, Ed, my man P. Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in LA. How do you feel about that?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once. Maybe going back a few years, but LeBron James is in LA now. I don't know if Patrick Beverly's right on that one. And the two counted at the rim for DeAndre Jordan.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Miles Bridges on a pass stolen by the Knicks.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Tough make through traffic.
Welcome to the league, young fella. But just because you got a bucket doesn't mean that you don't have to do your rookie chores after the game.
It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly. To Miles Bridges. Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Nice pass to get things going.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Williams across the timeline. Down by one. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Last touch by DeAndre Jordan. So it'll stay with the LA Clippers. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw up and good. Gives them a 2-point lead. Possession lies with New York.
I got ball.
To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. From the outside, no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Beverly into the front court. The score 10-8. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Offensive board. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul. Beverly into the front court. Down 6. Williams. Jay, the Clippers last year were 2 games better than 500. Pretty amazing when you think about what they dealt with.
Most definitely. But everything for this Clipper organization starts with Lou Williams. He is the stud for this team. It's his second time in his career he's been named 6th Man of the Year. And that's why they signed the 31-year-old to a 3-year, $24 million deal.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. It's the Clippers with the possession now to Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges slams it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Patrick Beverley, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
The shot, almost.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
To Miles Bridges. Easy path to the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Timeout here for the Knicks as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. To Monroe. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Knicks come away with it. To Monroe. Oh, and it's Chandler with the rebound. Short jumper off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Clippers have the basketball. To Miles Bridges. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And the rebound taken by the big lefty, Monroe. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Nothing going here on that drive. Miles Bridges. Oh, nice find for the basket.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
And the basket good at the rim.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Beverley to Kevin Knox. Not done yet. DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Beverley. Deep right corner. Beverley. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
The big guy, Greg Monroe. 2 for 3 now here in the first. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We're through one here at Madison Square Garden with the Knicks on top. We're back with more after this. You're watching us. The shooting in that first quarter was white hot. It's got...
Substitutions, New York.
To Williams. It goes down.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
To Monroe. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
LA Clippers with the basketball. To Bamutek. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Come on, DJ. Give the people what they want. I want that for my screensaver.
Pick up, pick up, pick up.
Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Now a shot by Temple. No good.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
It's LA Clippers ball. To Williams. Curling inside. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He missed it. To Jordan. Smith. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead.
Hey, this is my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball. I got ball.
To Bamutek. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Whoa, what a finish.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
To Williams.
Green, get over. Get over.
To Bamutek. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. To Monroe. Short jumper stays out.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Bamute down low. Another chance. Greg Monroe sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Short jumper misses.
Catch up, y'all.
To Colin Sexton. Shot from the lane won't go. To Kevin Knox. And he'll head to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Kevin Knox at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip.
Ooh, I like that. I got him.
And a backcourt violation. Here comes the screen.
Come on, you're right.
Williams to Kevin Knox. Sexton. And count the basket inside.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And scores.
Ed, I have a rule. If you're 6'9" or taller, I don't want to see you jelly it. I don't want to see any kind of weird spin or English on the ball. Just dunk it. Keep it simple, please.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Knicks with the basketball.
Hey, man, I've been getting buckets,
Sexton.
man. Give me the field.
To Monroe.
Make it tough on him. Make it tough on him.
Off the assist.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Kevin Knox. Williams. He engulfed him that time. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's now 5 for 6.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see...
Blocked away!
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we...
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beverly to Miles Bridges.
Watch that cutter.
Probing the defense. Driving right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball...
Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Williams. Rebound hauled in by New York. Smith now into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. That's going to be out of bounds. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Williams. Here comes the screen.
Come right.
Williams to Miles Bridges. That's what you come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Beverly. Not that time. The possession lies with New York. To Rodney Hood. Fires the three, hits the trifecta.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Hood to Dennis Smith Jr. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Tough make through traffic.
Usually rookies allow themselves to get sped up because they're so hyped to play against the greats. But you got a different speed to your game. It's called poise.
Dennis Smith Jr. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Beverly. And Jay, they called the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Beverly. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And the finish at the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Knocked loose. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
To Beverly. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
DeAndre Jordan swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Ntilikina. Had a chance, but it's no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Ntilikina into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Even to Zubats. Rejects it. And he'll go to the foul line.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Beverly into the front court. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Danilo Gallinari at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 86% from the line. Free throw. New York Knicks basketball. Smith. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Kevin Knox. Has a look. Won't go. To Monroe. Throws it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Monroe. The big guy, Greg Monroe. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Here comes the screen. Beverly. New York in control of the basketball. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Nice finish at the rim.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Got it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Beverly into the front court. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. To Beverly. For 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Down low to Monroe. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Beverly. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. To Beverly. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Possession lies with New York. And count the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Beverly. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
The pass set it all up. Late heave to beat the buzzer. It's a victory for the Knicks as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation.
The Knicks. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Wait, baby girl, what you doing? What's your name? I ain't play no games. See these diamonds in my chain. Yeah, I took it to the and she for the fame. So I in my range. Ooh, get that money to the top, never stop. That work, ooh, but I'm the man. Cuban diamonds dance. Had the friend, I might put it on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Wait, baby, wait, hop up in this race. No, this not a date. This a cruise, but don't debate. Wait, it's getting late. Think it's past 8. Took it to my place, baby. Me like some. Wait, call Jake. Think I need that. To the face. I need to take a break. Wait, but don't be cool. Money stupid blue. Boyfriend is a fool. I'm trying to make you comfortable. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Mod Frame coming to you live in.
I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. I live a wild life, don't judge me. In the lobby, walk in the room, then leave with the that hit my fault, they want me. I ain't the same guy when I was 14. I was trying out for the ball team. High school crush was ignoring me. Oh yeah, and that me. Now I'm on the road. Shorties on my shores. Saying I'm about to. I'ma talk, cause I ain't finished yet. True be told, yeah, I been a man. Still gon' love me when the fan. Are you? Oh really now? Aight man, let's get it then. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. You know I gotta give them what they ask for. Like Tupac spitting out of tabloids. I'm Will Smith hanging with the bad boys. Get it done with where I'm from, they never had much. Waters and crackers when they had lunch. Everyone quick to do it. No living like 5. Still got a heart of gold. So don't let me go, cause I'm here for you. Akon flow like it's 06. To my whole fam, please don't trip. Thug Mo's at it again. I'm a dog, but I'm no. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me.
Go ahead and keep the lights on. I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Yeah, hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song.
NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the Knicks able to win the opening tip, and we're underway here at Madison Square Garden. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Aldridge. That's rebounded by the Knicks. Smith. And counted at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
It's DeRozan controlling the offense to Aldridge. Jay, DeMar DeRozan fell in love with Toronto as a player and a person, but no question DeRozan's playing with a chip on his shoulder.
He most definitely is, and he will embrace Greg Popovich and also the San Antonio Spurs. But I'm going to read you what DeMar DeRozan said. He said, people say, what are you depressed about? You can buy anything you want. I wish everyone in the world was rich so they would realize money isn't everything. It's about loyalty for DeMar DeRozan.
To Rodney Hood. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Aldridge. Gets it in the right corner. Baseline drive. Short jumper won't go down. Down low to Smith. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Murray with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Aldridge. Here comes the screen. DeRozan. Rebound hauled in by New York. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
DeRozan to Rudy Gay. Nothing going here on that drive. Rebounds pulled down by New York. To Dennis Smith Jr. And a nice finish at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Spurs will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. San Antonio ball. Substitution. To Aldridge. Rudy Gay. To Aldridge. Going to launch beyond the arc. The Knicks secured the rebound. Smith with it up top. It's an 11-point game. Deep right corner. Driving right to the basket. 4-3. Buries it.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
To Aldridge. Knocked loose. And that one out of bounds off a spur. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Colin Sexton. Ntilikina. To Colin Sexton. From long range. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting reports. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Mills in possession. Down a bundle. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Sexton. To Ntilikina. Sexton. To Ntilikina. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Patty Mills. Fires the three. The Knicks clear the board. Possession lies with New York. To Ntilikina. Sexton. To Ntilikina. Jumper's good.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Now whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Patty Mills.
Into the game for the New York Knicks, number
Greg Monroe snatching it out of the air. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Greg Monroe. Gasol. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And so many players, when they come into the paint, they come in with that soft approach. He didn't come in soft at all. He came in with aggression, and he went through the defender. Through, not around. That's key.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
the assist from number 44.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Desperation shot here from half court. We're through one here at Madison Square Garden with the Knicks on top. Jay and I back to Manhattan after this. You're watching the Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we...
Substitutions, San Antonio. Substitutions.
New York in control of the basketball. Cruises inside for 2.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Mills in possession. His guys down big. Screen coming. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. you actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
DeAndre Jordan's game, we know, is better suited for being closer to the rim, but I got to give him a lot of credit. He's developed into a guy who can step out and occasionally knock down a jumper if you give him some space.
DeRozan, straight down the middle, 4-2.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
San Antonio with the basketball. DeRozan, short jumper, won't fall. Ntilikina, off the assist.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Jordan. Stuffs it down with authority.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. Patty Mills. Gets a look. Can't hit. Tough make through traffic.
Usually rookies allow themselves to get sped up because they're so hyped to play against the greats. But you got a different speed to your game. It's called poise.
Patty Mills to Rudy Gay. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Ntilikina throws it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Spurs will take the timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Patty Mills to Rudy Gay. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Ntilikina with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Beyond the arc for three. Cleans it up. Right down Broadway, 4-2. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to...
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Spurs have it. DeJounte Murray to Gasol. Knicks have it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
It's a big finish.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Here comes the screen. DeRozan to Rudy Gay. Here's a chance from long range, and it's Jordan there to handle the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
They work it down to Gasol. Pau Gasol. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Old school equals high percentage.
Knicks with the basketball. Smith. And the slam.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
DeRozan to Murray. Goes to the right side for 3. Can't connect. It's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Stuffs it down with authority. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Murray with it. He'll run the offense. To Aldridge. Over to the right side. DeJounte Murray to Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Smith. Nice finish at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Down low, Aldridge. And look out. Big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Into the front court comes Smith. His guys holding the big lead. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
To Jordan. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Aldridge to DeRozan. Short jumper stays out.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Substitutions, New York.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. Spurs in possession. To Aldridge. Take stock of the floor. Down low, Aldridge. Not that time.
Here we go. We got him. We got him. I got you. I got you.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. his pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
To Monroe. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Drive here, but the shot stays out. Has a look. Not that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
LaMarcus Aldridge. He's now 4 for 6.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Aldridge. Nothing going here on that drive. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. 3 quarters complete. The Knicks are The Knicks to inbound here to start the 4th quarter. And Jay, I'm as shocked as you are. Neither of us expected this.
Ed, I'm sitting here shaking my head because I am baffled. I thought maybe they could have given them a game, but I don't think anyone saw them with a double-digit lead to start the 4th quarter.
From the outside, no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
He gets it.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And draws the foul.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Jakob Poeltl at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the...
Substitutions, New York. Substitutions, San Antonio.
Missed a wide open look. To Colin Sexton. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Lets it fly from long range, and he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. To Rodney Hood.
I got him. Here we go.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
San Antonio ball. To Aldridge. Going to launch beyond the arc. At long last, he missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, providing he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
Whoa! What a finish. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Has a chance. Jumper's good.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting.
To Aldridge. And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 4. New York Knicks are in the penalty.
Get 5 to shoot for San Antonio. 4-3. Not that time. He missed it. Sexton. Runner's good there.
The assist from number 51.
To Patty Mills from long range. Misfires. It's no good. That one's going to be out of bounds.
I'll say this, great young talent, but needs to really start making better decisions and protecting the ball. He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Patty Mills. Fires the 3, and he buries it.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Oh, bad pass. Taken away by the Spurs.
You go back to the principles. Things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively. You try to deny the next pass.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
Let's go, Swan. Oh, y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Kendrick and that LOX, huh? Yeah. Y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Lock and Kendrick? That Styles P, that Jada, that Kendrick. Oh, y'all think it's games being played around here, huh? Well, they not. Ladies in the air.
The damage that we do is severe. The reinvention of the fresh, brand new every year.
Them hit them in his blood, flew in the air. We put that work on commercial. We flew in the lab.
I hit the bar and the weights, then I'm doing the stairs. They say the Lord only knows what I do to my peers.
Trying to sell to pursue my career. So I keep a tight circle, I don't move with the squares.
Rock a rugby like pool, but put 2 in your ear. If you ain't qualified, you should move to the rear.
I'm from Yonkers, had to learn to conquer my fears. In the foreign, had to learn to conquer the gears.
It's the kick drum, yeah, it's attached to the snare. I turn it to the back, then I crack your veneers.
Stagnated on the block for wears.
I'm in the mansion upstate, out back with the D's.
Everybody back up, man down, back up. Don't play with me. I do you something dirty. Jump to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. I wake up. up the neighbors coming through bright and early.
Whoa! Let's go.
Ties and dope bars. Life is a movie and death is the co-star. Mechanics of the game. Bandits trail foreigns in the lane. If they heard that the driver is gang off, we be in the part of the party that gets roped off. Mingle with the book of the judge and both form questions that we asking ourselves, having spending money that's unaccounted for. If you scared to party with gangsters, what you around us for? We do what we want, man. We get around the law. Yeah, it's bubble whips and square links. LOX give respect, cause fear stinks. Chair at the table, it's the commission, a rare thing. B, come on, it's us, you hear kings. We still smell money and hear Frank. Raps like a dice game, we bout to clear bank.
Everybody back up, men down, back up. Don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. The neighbors coming through bright and early. Whoa.
This is a LOX Swiss product. If it's ice up in heaven, we know Pick got us. There's love up there, we know Pick got us. LOX, my you don't know about us. Double R, my you don't know about us. D-Block, my you don't know about us. Ask Swiss, he'll tell you we keep it click about us.
Too much. The one looked like they were trying out.
Yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. Yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. How could you wish you never play me? Had no time for that. Play me, you got no time for that. How could you move it like you call you back? Leave me alone. You, but I got no time for that. You was my little, I was fine with that. How you just gon' play me? I ain't fine with that. Thinking about you daily, crazy while I'm flexing. Oh, we was flexing. Always I told you that you be a star. Goals in our checklist. Question or check your message. Knew that I come from the start. Or she was texting. She called. Leaving them gone. Dropping the top of my car, ayy. I cannot click, man, she playing her part, yeah. Ayy, life is new, I like dark, ayy. Asking myself, I walk, she leave her like in the dark, like, leave me alone. Running out the box, leave me alone. You gonna what? Leave me alone. Running out the box, leave me alone. Yeah. You can't play me, I'm just till I'm lazy like a throwback. You ain't know that. My like I'm Lil Kodak. No, where it ain't good at. I can't sweat you. I'm like who that? I can't sweat you. I don't do that. Nah. Hey, tell you the truth. I ain't want you to depart. Hey, I'm you, but I kept with you 'cause you different. You can't play your part. No. Hey, tell you the truth. I'm you from the start. Hey, I can't not playing a part like.